Hi, how are you? This is Rabbi Shlomo Zalman Bregman from the Jewish Executive Learning Network and BregmanSuccess.com. It's late at night, but I'm still grinding, I'm still working, I'm still doing my thing. I'm just getting in now. And oftentimes when I record a video right here in this spot, it's because it's late at night. So listen well. I'm going to respond now to a question I received over Facebook in the last 24 hours from somebody who's a Facebook friend, and they said that the question they wanted to know was what was the difference between lust and love, and could I please share some Torah advice, Jewish-based advice on this topic. It's apparently something that a lot of singles and people out there ask and wonder. So hey, keep the good questions coming. I was actually scribbling away on my desk today between phone calls. I think I was on hold somewhere, and I grabbed a note card, began to scribble down some notes on this. So it's late at night, so work with me here. I just got my notes. So a couple ideas. So first of all, there's an interesting Mishnah in Pirkei Avos, in Ethics of the Fathers, that speaks about lust. The Hebrew word for lust is taiva. So we say, the Mishnah says, Hakina v'hataiva v'hakavod motina sa'adam min ha'olam. That kina, jealousy, taiva, lust, and kavod, the pursuit of honor, motina sa'adam min ha'olam, remove a person from this world. So what does it mean, remove a person from this world? Remove a person from the world. So some commentaries say it means like if you're involved in those things, pursuing jealousy, lust, and honor, that's what your life's about, it's going to remove you from the next world, meaning you're going to spoil your afterlife, okay? It's not, you're going to end up doing bad things. Some say, no, it actually means you're removed from this world, meaning that your life down here becomes a living hell if your life is about pursuing jealousy and lust and honor. Okay, so what do we see from the fact that taiva is listed there in the list with kina and kavod? From the fact that lust is listed by our sages in the Mishnah alongside jealousy and honor, what do we see? So this is a short and sweet video. I'm going to give you a very short answer. This is based on the writings of Rav Chaim Shmulevitz in the Sichos Musar. He was the Mirish Yeshiva, and the writings of Rav Dessler, a lot of stuff. But in short, from those groupings, from the grouping of those three, you see they must have something in common. So number one, the commentaries explain that taiva, lust, it's a feeling, a sensation, and an emotion that's not based on a real appetite. In other words, let's say your stomach is empty, it's after Yom Kippur, you're hungry, your belly is empty, so you could fill it with food, and it'll become full. Or a balloon can have a certain amount of air in it, and then the balloon is basically full. When it comes to the things in that list of the Mishnah, kina, taiva, kavod, jealousy, lust, honor, those are three things that don't have a real appetite that could be full. They're ephemeral. They're based on person's imagination, meaning how much honor is not like my belly is full. Honor is based on what is the image I project that honor is or should be for me or somebody else. And the extent to which some piece of it is missing, it's not. Because in your mind, you have an image, for example, how much I should be honored. And the extent to which there's any diminution, any missingness in that, then you're not happy in the honor, you feel jealousy. So taiva, lust, is something like that. It's not a real emotion. It's based on a desire, which is a little bit more imagined. Now, you might experience it real, but same as jealousy and same as honor, okay? And number one. Number two, the commentaries, Rav Shmulevitz, Rav Dessler, others explain that taiva and those others, they're based on a midah of swallowing, of trying to take and swallow something somebody else has. So let's say you're jealous. Why are you jealous? Because you want to be balea, you want to take something that somebody else has and swallow it, incorporate it for being part of you. Same with honor. There's somebody who doesn't recognize you. Could be a million people, it could be a billion people, it could be a neighbor, and you want them to honor you. So you want to swallow up something that's outside of you and external to you. That's part of it. Same with lust. That's a feeling, a sensation, an emotion, a hergish, we say in Hebrew. It's based on swallowing up something that is outside of you. It could be a person that you're dating, somebody that's attractive, but that's part of the bit of taiva. So anyway, that's some good taiva so far. So based on that Mishnah, what do I want you to know? I want you to know a couple things. These are quick couple ha'aras that I jotted down today. Well, I think I was on hold with Verizon. Anyway, based on that, I want you to know that taiva, lust, when a person has that, what's going on versus love, the focus is on the person in front of you, what they could do for you. What can that person do for me? What do they mean for me? Because it's about swallowing up the person outside of you and like, what does it mean for you? On the contrary, love, the word ahava is based on the word hav, which means to give. And when a person's feeling love, it's more a focus on what can I give to this person? How can I make their life better? How can I add to them? How can I make us better? It's based on giving. Even what can this person do to make my life better? But not what can I take from them, okay? So that's a key difference between lust and love. Another difference, lust, taiva, is something a person might feel in a relationship with someone they meet much earlier on. To have ahava, real giving, real love, love is a sensation you'll feel later on. That's another clue from the Torah. Another one, if you feel taiva, lust towards a person, you're more likely from the Torah point of view to idealize that person and who they are, and you're sort of projecting onto them what you want them to be based upon your needs, which you are imagining, which we learned before from that Mishnah, and otherwise you're projecting, and they can oftentimes do no wrong. If you really love a person, you probably actually see them to be a real human being with lots of flaws, or at least a couple, but you love them nonetheless, okay? So you see him as a real person, maybe an exceptional one, but a real person with flaws. And I often say to my students, don't get married until you can identify flaws that a person has, okay? And then you'll accept them anyway. Okay, two more differences. Lust is usually primarily focused on the external, person's looks, body, stuff like that. If you love a person, yeah, you could say he's handsome, she's pretty, he's cute, something like that. But if you love him, you recognize very, very deep inside the good they bring to the table. Well, actually, I got two more. That's what happens when you write teeny tiny small. Got a lot more here. I wrote down that if you feel lust towards a person, it often comes with a sensation of very compulsive, intense emotion. Love, it's something that if it's real, it's much more steady and much more regular, much more of a calm emotion that you'll feel, versus something that's, if a person feels taiva, lust, it's more like a little bit more nutty, like a person's heart rate's going meshuggah, which is what's going on internal, but that's what the person's feeling. And lastly, I think that if a person feels lust, if you feel lost for a person, let me tell you something. You're going to be interested in it the extent to which it's convenient. If you really love a person, a group, something like that, you'll be busy taking care of them and wanting to give to them and not just what they can do for you and take, even when it is not convenient, you're willing to make a sacrifice. And that's maybe a good way to finish the video, because why am I up doing this so super late at night? Because I want to give to my YouTube channel and my subscribers, because I love you, okay? Anyway, this is Rabbi Shlomo Zalman Bregman from the Jewish Executive Learning Network. It's way late. I'm full of energy. I'm in a great mood, and I hope that video was valuable to you. And please share it with others. People ask me all the time, what can I do to help you? Number one, make donations to the Jewish Executive Learning Network. That helps. And the other thing you can do very strong is share these videos and this content with other people. Send me a lot of coffee also, maybe, because I can keep going. Anyway, have a good night. Subscribe. Bye.